Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep in the mountains of the east, there lived a wise old master named Li Wei. Li Wei was known for his profound knowledge of the ancient Eastern philosophy and his ability to guide others towards enlightenment. People from far and wide sought his counsel, especially when it came to dealing with toxic people. One day, a troubled young man named Hiroshi came to see Li Wei. Hiroshi had been burdened by the toxicity of his friends, who constantly belittled him and filled his mind with negativity. He sought Li Wei's guidance on how to cope with such toxic influences in his life. Li Wei welcomed Hiroshi with a gentle smile and invited him to sit under a blooming magnolia tree. The air was filled with tranquility, and the sound of a nearby flowing stream created a serene atmosphere. "Hiroshi, my young friend," Li Wei began, "imagine a small golden koi fish swimming gracefully in a pond. The koi, adorned with vibrant colors, remains unperturbed and radiates beauty, even in the murkiest of waters. Similarly, we must learn to be like the koi, unaffected by the toxicity of others." Hiroshi listened intently, captivated by the metaphor. Li Wei continued, "When we encounter toxic people, it is vital to understand that their negativity stems from their own pain and suffering. They are drowning in their own emotions, desperately seeking a way to cope." The young man nodded, realizing that toxic people were themselves victims of their own unhappiness. Li Wei then shared a story to illustrate his point. Once upon a time, in a dense forest, there stood two trees side by side, a mighty cedar and a graceful willow. The cedar tree, towering and strong, ridiculed the willow for its slender and flexible nature. Day after day, the cedar belittled the willow, making it feel insignificant. One fateful day, a raging storm swept through the forest, unleashing its wrath upon the trees. The mighty cedar, rooted firmly in its rigidity, fought against the winds with all its might, but eventually it succumbed to the storm's force, crashing to the ground. The willow, however, bent gracefully with the powerful gusts, dancing in harmony with the wind. It embraced flexibility, refusing to break under pressure. When the storm subsided, the willow stood tall once more, admired for its resilience and grace. Hiroshi was deeply moved by the story and its profound lesson. Li Wei continued, "Hiroshi, the willow teaches us an important lesson. It is not about becoming rigid and resistant like the cedar tree. Instead, it is about cultivating inner strength and adaptability, allowing us to navigate the challenges we face. To deal with toxic people, my young friend, we must be like the willow. Let their negativity flow past us without resistance. Stay rooted in your truth and authenticity, and their toxic words will find no fertile ground within you." Hiroshi's eyes gleamed with newfound understanding. He realized that the power to overcome toxic people lay within himself. Li Wei's words had ignited a flame of motivation deep within his heart. As Hiroshi bid farewell to Li Wei, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He knew that he could confront the challenges ahead with resilience and grace. From that day forward, he embraced the wisdom of the golden koi and the willow tree, becoming a beacon of positivity in a world often tainted by toxicity. And so, dear viewers, remember the story of Hiroshi and the lessons he learned. Cultivate your inner strength, like the willow, and allow toxic influences to pass by you. May this tale inspire you to rise above negativity and become a source of light and motivation for others.